What's up, YouTube? As promised in my last video, which was on the Vic Firth Heavy Hitter stock pad, this one over here, I'm doing a spotlight on the Vic Firth Heavy Hitter Slimpad, this one right here. Now, you'll notice that these two pads look exactly the same, and the only visual difference is the name at the top. This one says stock pad and this one says Slimpad, but other than that, they look exactly the same. And to be honest, they're built exactly the same. The difference being is that the Slimpad, the silicone rubber playing surface, is pretty much half as thick as the stock pad silicone rubber playing surface. So that's going to give this pad more articulation. Check this out. Stock pad. Slimpad. Stock. Slim. Stock. Slim. I personally think that the Slimpad is more geared towards marching snare drummers. It seems to be a very specific niche for the Slimpad. I think the stock pad is geared for everybody. Concert percussion, drum set players, to warm up on, to practice on or whatnot. I'm a big fan of the stock pad. The Slimpad, I'm a big fan of if it's going to be for a marching snare drummer. It really feels that way. Now, these pads were created by Bill Bachman and Chris Romanowski, and they say the same thing, that the Slimpad should be more for marching snare drum, and that the stock pad, to them, is more like playing, the feel is more like playing tenor drums. And for those that don't know what tenor drums are, those are the 5 or 6 drums that you see marching drummers play. So this one feels more like that. Slimpad feels more like the Kevlar-headed marching snare drums. I can agree with that. Do they feel exactly like that? No, no pad does. But it's close. It's very close. And I dig the fact that this one is very marching heavy, because a lot of marching guys are very marching heavy. That's what they really love. So they have a pad. It's kind of like for their own little niche, and I think that's super cool. I myself am more geared towards the stock pad because I play all kinds of stuff, and I definitely play more concert and drum set than marching snare drum. So I prefer the stock pad, but the Slimpad is great. As far as dimensions, I'm going to put up here too, just in case you're wondering, the video that I put up on the stock pad. I'm going to pop that up here if you want to go check it out, and I suggest you do. I'll also put it at the end of this one. Dimensions, they're the same as the stock pad, 13 inches across. The playing surface is 10.5. That's what I measured it at. It comes with this rim, and I'm like I say in all my pad videos, I love pads that have a rim on them. I just think we have rims on all the other drums. Why not make the pad that way too? As far as on the bottom, just like the stock pad, the bottom, I don't know what this, it's rubbery, it's something, I don't know what, but I know, well, I'm fairly certain that the purpose of this was to make sure that when you put it on a table or something, it doesn't move. But I've played on it. It plays well. It kind of acts like a workout pad, meaning you're going to have to actually play it. It's not going to give you instant rebound like the other side will, because on the Slimpad, the other side rebound is on point. But this is going to make you work out all your chops. I stated in my stock pad video that I think that's great. I have no idea if this material will hold up to constant playing. Maybe it gives, I don't know, but as of right now, I think it's great. You could definitely call this a two-sided pad at the moment. If I use it enough and it happens to deteriorate, maybe I'll do another video later on, but right now it's very cool. Also, this pad doesn't move. You put it on a table or whatnot, this pad is in place. So excellent, excellent material for that. Who is this for? Well, like I said at the beginning, this is definitely for, well, I think more for the marching drummer in all of us. It's very articulate. Speaking of articulation, this pad also comes with a separate piece of Mylar that sits right on top. Now, it's 3M. What is that? It's 3M. You got to peel off the back and glue it to the top, or adhere it. I'm not sure that it's glue, but you adhere it. And what this does, it acts more, it feels more like a real drum head, got that plastic feel, that slick plastic feel, but the real kicker is that it will give you more articulation on this pad. Now, both pads come with that. I am not a fan of it, therefore I haven't put it on. I don't want to put it on, I'm not going to put it on, but it does have more articulation. I have friends of mine, one friend of mine specifically has this with that on it, and it definitely gives you more articulation. I don't think that it's all that. It is more articulate, but I mean, this is pretty articulate. If anybody has seen the Snare Man on YouTube, and I suggest you go check him out, he made the comment that when you play softer, it's more that rubbery feel, and when you get louder, you can definitely start feeling the bass that silicone rubber is on. It's a little jarring. Playing soft, it feels like gum rubber or silicone rubber, whatever you want to call it. But when you play loud, he stated it's like putting rubber on like wood. I agree with that. I do agree with that. And it's, like I said, it's jarring, but so is a marching snare drum head to a point. I think it's a great pad. I think marching drummers will get a lot out of this pad. I would definitely recommend this. If that is your thing, get it. As far as pricing goes, it's the same price as the stock pad, $99.99, so $100. It comes with that extra piece of Mylar. If you happen to put this laminate on here and you wear through it, you can purchase another one of these from Vic Firth. It's around $20, and like I said in my stock pad video, personally, I think it's expensive, but you know, it is what it is. As far as money goes, both pads $99, $100 around there. Like I said, for the stock pad, do I think it's worth it? I think it's fair. I think it's a fair price. I would like to pay less. $70, $80 maybe, but I do think that the $100 is fair for this. How this is constructed is solid. It really is solid. And I think it's going to last you many, many years down the road. So if you take that into consideration, you know, what's $100 over 10 years? You know, so it is what it is. I think it's a great pad for marching snare drummers. Do I think everyone can get something out of this pad? I would tell you that if you're the everyday percussionist, the stock pad is the way to go. From this particular type of pad, from the Vic Firth heavy hitters, the stock pad is probably the way to go for 75% of the drummers out there. I think the Slimpad is definitely geared towards marching percussion. So there you have it, everybody. If you like my video, consider subscribing. Hit that like button. Share the video. That'd be cool. Down in the comments section, again, do you use these pads? Have you used the Vic Firth heavy hitter pads at all? What kind of pad do you use? What company do you use? Put that down in the comments section. And until the next time, everybody, take care.